Moto to le fa, moto yẹn lè kọ́ ló lè fa moto yẹn o. Díẹ̀. No, gbéra. Padà sẹ́yìn o. Ẹrù ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ga. Ọlọ́run jọ o. Tó bá lọ di gbẹ̀gẹ̀ àlọ́bẹ̀ ọkàn mọ́ nìyẹn. Lọ ẹ lè wí ẹ bọ̀. Ẹ jọ o. Ọlọ́run jọ o. Ọlọ́run jọ o. Kó ṣáà lọ. No worry. Before tomorrow, we are going to Abuja. Tomorrow night. So when I take the adventure like that? When I take that? Gbèsè má fẹ́ gbẹ̀rẹ̀ náà. Lọ́bì kankan mọ́ nìyẹn o. Ó ti balance. Ó kú wájú. Èmi tí ma lọ gbé ọkọ wa ni wọ́n tẹ̀lé àtàdá màá sáré gbé ṣíṣe ṣe máa dùn. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ filẹ̀. Bọ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀ mo láìkẹ́ ó fi ara balẹ̀ gan. Ibẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo ló ń bà mí ẹrù.
I don't want to sit here and reveal all my strategy. I am the first speaker among the three of us running. So they will spy on me. So you will have a limited answer here today. Another day you can bring me back. But that's part of what I do.
How your body? Like, did you not feel that form of like a body ache? Did you not imagine yourself like in that scenario and be like, oh my God, but I did. And that is just one out of 1,000 of such terrible roads across Nigeria, especially the southern part of Nigeria. Horrible roads. And yeah, of course, a politician probably got the contract, or many politicians have they've gotten the contract severally. You know, in 2025. Well, Atiku has now officially left PDP. In a published resignation letter of his, right? So Atiku said he's moving on. I would like to take this opportunity to express his profound gratitude, right? However, he said he find it necessary to part ways due to the current due to the current trajectory the party has taken, which I believe diverges from the foundational principles we stood for. It is with a heavy heart that I resign, recognizing the irreconcilable differences that have emerged. So, in a nutshell, Atiku has now potted. He didn't state where, but everybody does know where, okay? And a reaction to that from Makinde Ibadan was that it is inconsequential.
That will make any dent on PDP as a party. PDP is an institution, right? You have freedom of entrance and exit. But I think anyone that will hold PDP down is better for such individuals too. Actually. But one thing we must all realize is that players will come and go, governors will come and go, presidents will come and go, but our country will remain and our state will remain.
According to Makinde Ibadan, anyone who is going to hold their party down when they leave, it is just a blessing. So Atiku is inconsequential enough that, they don't have to. That's him. But here is what IC got to say about Atiku's political sojourn.
Congrats to PDP. Congrats, good news. Atiku has finally resigned from PDP. Good news. I've been trying to suspend him for years. He no go. Oh, finally, Baba don't go. Third time in 20 years. This is what they call desperation. This is what they call desperado. But for PDP, the biggest party in Africa, it's a welcome development. So the Southerners will not have someone dragging their slots with them. It's a good news. The party will get peace now. Third time going and coming. Baba finally don't go. We hope you no go come back this time, Mr. Atiku. So you can allow the party to be proper opposition that they are supposed to be. I know they still have so many troubles there. They still have so many Wahala people, Kululu people there. But still, Atiku's ambition has granted the party for too long. And it's a good news, it's a welcome development. I don't know whether Baba forgets something inside Villa. In and out of PDP 3 times in 20 years. What a shame. Anyway, I hope Obi can come back to PDP now, because PDP, they've got a lot of spread. I hope Obi can come back now. And I hope PDP can zone their presidential to south so they can get someone at least to stand against Tinubu 2027. It's a welcome development. Bye-bye to Jati. Please, Obi, try and think about it if you can.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind.
Anyway, according to Isaac, Atiku is the source of the problems of PDP. And not just him, there are others. He didn't mention Wiki, but he ended his own video with Peter Obi should come back to their PDP now, and they can now zone into the south. What is going to happen to Wiki? Anyway, that's just on the side. Talking about Obi, I don't know which one I should go for. I think we should go to Daura quickly. Don't worry, quickly. Then we'll come back to the next one where Asari Dokudumb has vomited his usual again. But, brethren, to those of you who have observed, or who did observe, that Aisha Bukwari left Bukwari since 2020. Others said it was even far before that when Bukwari went for that medical procedure in the UK in 2017. So they said, Aisha said, since Bokuwari returned back from that surgery, is not the same man that she married. He was totally a different person. More reason why she went to the public at the time to criticize her husband's government, if you remember. She went as far as calling on Nigerian men to rise up and save Nigeria from the control of her 3 men. She said 3 men were controlling Nigeria, not her husband. Her husband had no clue what is going on. 3 men. She didn't mention their name or names. So it is now kind of confirmed that Aisha had divorced Bokuwari since 2020. Like officially, they just didn't make it public. And that was why when Bokuwari finished 2 years ago, that you are wondering, why was he living alone? Because the man, sorry, that just kind of reminded me of something now this is just a little bit tangent, okay, so it's not, I'm just going to digress a bit. I need to say it, all right? So there is this conversation I was having with someone, a group of people, because it's not that 1 or 2 people anyway. And we're talking about men. Many of us grew up and we watched our old man, right? Struggle to provide this, provide that, and the rest of the day, you realize that somehow we are more attached to our mothers. Give it to them. So when we grow up, mostly everybody seems to get more attached to their mothers too, except for, maybe 1 or 2 of the children that will probably say, hello, daddy. So we're talking about what exactly is the gain of a man that will do everything, not because he wanted to be praised or anything. He just sees it as what I have to do. And then you do all of that. But when it is the time for the children to take side or make choices, it's just an easy choice for them to go with their mothers and all that, right? That's exactly what I feel about this, right? Bokuwari, who possibly believed that whatever he did for his children and all of that, So when his when his government ended 2 years ago, Aisha Bokuwari took all the children, including I'm talking about their children are grown up. Their children are not kids. So Aisha took all of them to London. So Bokuwari was left alone in Daura. He spent 3 months there. Somebody who just finished as the president of Nigeria. He was alone, except for a handful of house helps, drivers and all that. He was alone. He didn't retire to the warm embrace of his family. No, he didn't. The reason is because they were divorced. While Bokuwari was still your president, Aisha already processed her divorce. And she's already referred back to her maiden name, Aisha Alilu. This information probably doesn't really matter much anymore. But to those of you who have been looking for pieces of the puzzle of whatever you have been putting together on these criminals, there you have it. Maybe that's another one you need to add to your collection. They were divorced. Bokuwari died a miserable man. But they won't tell you that. They won't say that. They will say, oh, he's loved by the people who looted Nigeria or benefited from the loot via him. So they believe that they hold him everything. These are people who are like, if Nigeria was a real country, they have no reason whatsoever to get close to the seat of power. Talk less of them having their hands in the till of the Nigerian Commonwealth. But because of Bokuwari, they gain access to money. They have become multi-billionaires. They hold him that. You get that now? So in London, that it was, they even said that he had one money. Again, it is true. So they said he had one money before he became the patients in London, right? So they said he had his normal pap and what have you. And he was supposed to, probably just relax a bit for that money and all that. And God knows what happened, right? Dizzy, that they fell. That fall was actually something that they felt like, oh, man, this one will take his life. Oh. So they flew him to London, not to Daura General Hospital, not to Abuja General Hospital, National Hospital, to London. And he was there for over 10 days, which means he was probably half dead before they took him there. Again, this information may be so irrelevant to some of you. There are those who find it very much useful because there's so many other pieces of the puzzle of what really happened under Bukwari and why that some people are putting together. Right? Now, let us now go and check those who took their turn to go and pay a condolences visit to Aisha. Aisha, okay, yeah, they have children together, and she chose to be the widow. So Aisha is not married, no longer married to Bukwari. They've been unmarried for 5 years. But it is also an opportunity for her, right? Bukwari is dead now. He was left all by himself until his last days. All those crying, all those wailing and all of that, they're just performative. You get now, they're just performative. However, Atiku, who took a visit also to go and see Aisha this morning, here is something I want you to observe. Atiku self is a very sick man. No matter how much they try to kind of package, and these kind of sicknesses that these guys are suffering from, they are old age sicknesses. These guys are not young people. They are in their 80s, late 70s. For instance, by 2027, Atiku will be 80 years old. So if he becomes your president, by 2031, he will be 84 years old. So if he's still alive and they push him further and he rig himself or whatever again, right? If he becomes your president, right? So if he does 8 years, Atiku will leave power at the age of 88. Watch his steps here. He's already telling, no matter how much they are trying to package him, he's already telling age. But he's still very much adamant to be your president, whatever he's going to take, including coalition. Did you see that? He's an old man. Atiku is an old man. So he's just Bokwari Pro Max or Bokwari Kolu Pro Max, kind of. So everyone around them, they are all pushing these guys. Not because they want to save your no. Age, like Tifnumbu, like Bokwari, is already telling on them. No matter who they were 25 years ago, is no longer who they are anymore. But because a lot of them, it is fantasy for them. The contraption is a free for all. Whoever can grab should grab it, sort of. And that is why, the intention is not to change anything. And those pushing them, they know why they had to push them, because they will be the ones to be the SAs, PAs, and all of that. Obi was there too, right? And he even said he met with Bokuwari as well.
How will you describe the late president?
Well, I had the opportunity of meeting him while I was campaigning. And I remember his words to today. Please care for the poor Nigerians. That's what I always remember. And I believe that he did his best within his capacity